Good afternoon. I'm Jen, and today I'd like to give you a brief tutorial of how to use the form contact form 7 to add submission form in the WordPress site. And also, I want to show you how to automate these using a new tool called SFlow. And its CRM tools allow you to connect to many different applications, including the WordPress. And in today's demo, I'm going to show you how to use the sflow.io to connect to a WordPress site and connect it to the submission form, collect the data, send to SFlow CRM, and then it can be forwarded to many other applications from there, which is integrated with hundreds of different applications. So your WordPress site could be, with the connection, it could be totally automated for many applications, and make your website can be running autopilot. Yeah, make it very easy to manage your website. Okay, and so let's log into my one of my local testing website, which I built for this purpose. And so you can see I'm going to log into the WordPress backend. Okay, once you log in, first thing today I'm going to use the plugin, WordPress plugin, which is used by a lot of, it's a free plugin used by many to submit a form, collect the user input from the visitors. So so let's say when you come to this plugin session, go to the Add New Plugin and you search for Contact Form. And the first one pop up is like a Contact Form 7, and it's one of the very popular free form. So I already installed it. Otherwise, you will just have this something like install now and then activate. Okay, so I already install and activate. So besides the Contact Form 7, you also need a plugin called Contact Form 7 webhook. This allows you to connect to many applications outside of the WordPress. So here is the F7, CF7 to webhook. I already activated. Otherwise, you will just click the install now and activate. Okay, so once you do those steps, you should have the plugin available. So this is the contact. This is the Contact Form 7. Once you come in, by default, you already have a contact form. Okay, you can click this contact form, and it's like ask you to username, email, subjects, your message, and then you can change this to suit your need. You may add a phone number, for example. You can add day or text area. Different things you can add to it, so you can customize your form to your need. Okay, so that's not our purpose today. Today I'm going to just connect this form to SFlow. Okay, and so yeah, so let's set. I already have this form here, and this webhook. When after you install a CF7 to webhook plugin, you're going to have this tab. Okay. And this allows us to set the connections. Now, let's put this form to a page. So assuming I'm go to my page, I have a couple pages here. I'm going to add a new page. Set contact us. And then please give us your contact information. And then here you can add, you can search for Contact Form 7. Okay, now this plugin will be right here, and then you have one contact form just like this one. Okay, and that's all you have to do. Now you have a contact form, and then you can just publish to your website. Okay, so I have those two tabs before. Now if I refresh, oh, I have a contact us. So that's the one I just built. So it's a very simple contact form. Okay, and you can see quite nicely this format, right? So your email, your name, and subjects. Okay, so now I have this form. So normally when you submit this, the data will be kept locally, or you can configure it to send email. So let's say I can configure to send an email to let's say come back to the contact form. If you come here, you can either in a webhook. Here's send to the webhook. You can also send it to email, right? And then you can write the email here and then send to the to the email address of the admin. Okay, and so now how do I connect this form submission to the SFlow? So let's go to SFlow. And SFlow.io, it's a management tool, project management tool, and ticketing tools for customer support or for your marketing and sales. Okay, so in this case, we use it to collect information from your website, just like a CRM. Okay, and so first you can sign up for free account, and it's pretty easy to do. Just fill out information and then you can just get a free account very quickly. And once you sign up, I already signed up, so I'm going to just use my existing account. And once you sign up, you can create a project. In this case, I already had a project. I'm going to use my existing project. Okay, so in this demo, what I'm going to do is if users submit the data, submit a form over there, I'm going to have these have the information show up right here. Okay, and so instead of here, you can also configure to send an email, notification email, do a lot of different things, or you can integrate with a lot more component. You can send it to not just this one, you can send it to other CRM systems, send it to the Slack chat, Discord channels, and all different things you can do. Okay, so let's just not just send it to the SFlow, but you actually open up. Once you get to SFlow, you can send to many other applications and make it really easy for the integration. So let's do that. So here, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the automation app, and I will add a new app. So first thing I'll do is I'll add a webhook. This webhook will be receiving the data from the phone, contact phone 7. Okay, make sure you have authentication is none, and then method is HTTP post. And now you add the SFlow component to it. Now I have to create a new key. Assuming you don't have one, then you have to create a new key. And how do you get an API key? You have to get it from here, right? So if you come to the SFlow, you click this setting button, and you will be on inside this automation app key. Here you just copy this. Once you copy that key, you can come here and then paste it. Okay, and then you save. Okay, in this case I already have, so I'm not saving it. Close, and then I'm using the existing key for that. Fetch is to get the data from SFlow, and in this case, instead of fetching, we will be appending the data. I basically create a new task or ticket to the SFlow, so you'll be using the append operation. And organization, you can only select your own organization. Project name, I have 2 projects. This is the one I'm using. And then it's task type. Summary is my test post, CF7. post. Okay, and you can add more fields. So for example, a description. You can add the reporter's name and the reporter's email, and this will create a new contact if it's a new person, right? So I'm going to just hard code it for now. Test form, and I'm going to show you how to make it dynamic, so the data will coming from form submission. So it's like I'm going to hard code everything for now, and I'm going to just save this. And that's it. Okay, so it's quite simple. And once I have everything, first I'm going to run some test. Okay, I'm going to copy this URL. This is the test URL, remember? And then I can come to, now let's get a webhook URL. I can come here. This is the contact form 7, right? This is a webhook URL. I paste it over here, and then make sure you check this, send to webhook. Okay, and after that you just say save. And now when you submit a form, the data will be posted to this URL. Now let's test it. I'm going to turn this on, so it's waiting for the data coming from your here. My name, I can type in everything just like before. And then I call submit. And if you look at here, oops, it's coming, and now it's successful. Okay, you can see the ticket already created here. And my test CF7 post, and then the description is test form. Okay, so yeah, we did create a ticket when you click the submit. But instead of using the dummy hard-coded value, we're going to use some more intelligent values from the form. So let's set the summary. Instead of that, we will change it to some of the pre-configured value there. Okay, and okay, instead of fixed expression, I will use the this contact from your subjects. Okay, you can actually do that by click on this, and then output parameters, JSON, the body, and then this is subjects. So you can click that. Oops, I will do it twice. So then you will be appended to this one. Okay, and then subject is test in this case. So now it's getting from the form submission, and do the same thing for the description. So description will come from the webhook body, your message. Okay, so that's the message. And same thing for the reporter's name. You also get it from the form submission. Instead of hard-coded, we use your name from the post. And then the reporter's email will do the same. Instead of the hard-coded value, we'll use the dynamic value from the form submission. Okay, so it's a webhook, JSON, body, your message, your email. Okay, and normally match the phone names, the label names. And now we have all this set up to be dynamic, and then we save this. Okay, now I will execute the test again. So now it's waiting for the incoming message. And this time I'm going to change my name to a little bit. So I'm going to use this email, and subject is pricing, OS Pro. Okay, so that's my question. I'm going to submit this. And then if you can look at this, It's coming in, and then this is a new ticket come in. Okay, and if you can see now, it's pricing for Explore contact form, and then the body from post. Please provide the pricing for a large enterprise. And now the reporter will be like me, and then the email address, right? You can see it's setting up quite nicely. Okay, now we are running in a test mode. Instead of test mode, we want to change it to the production mode. So I'm going to change these to CF7 to S Pro. And then rest of this one. So once you exit, you need to activate it to run it in the background mode. So these things will be keep running on the background. Okay, so now you have this one already, and you can see your these things here. Okay, and since I'm going to run it in the production instead of the test, you just get rid of this test, and that's the production URL. Just save this. Now you have a production URL to post information to, and now you can just post it. Okay, now I'm going to refresh my page, my contact form, and then I type in the information again. This time it's Jan in 3. Email, I'm going to use a different email. My production, well, need more. Okay, so I'm going to submit this, and then it's tell me it's successful. Okay, and if I come to here, you said, okay, I receive another ticket. Now you can see this is Gen 3. Need more information about the products, my product run. And then if you open it up, my email, it's different email. Okay, so you actually successfully submit this to here. And yeah, so from here, if I refresh it, you should see all my tickets. Oops, it should be in the backlog. No, it should be in the backlog. So I have these 3 tickets here, just created in the backlog. And this is the last one. This is from the production. Okay, so you can see very easily you can submit a form to S4O with only very little work, and you don't really have to code. And besides send to S4O, you can actually do more things. Once you get to the here, you can also send to many other different tools or applications. So for example, you can send to financial and accounting software, PayPal or whatever, different application you can connect to. There's hundreds of them here you can use. And so once you get to the S Pro, not just you have a record over here, also you have ability to connect to many other different applications. And now it's live. Your site is all connected to different tools from there. Okay, and thank you for watching our video. And if you like it, give us a thumb up and subscribe to our channel. And really appreciate your work. And there's more interesting video to come in the near future. So come back often. Bye now.